Hi, this is Justin G8YTZ. Just sorting out the final soak test on GB3 JV. Just got one little issue to sort out before I'm ready to go to site and get this show on the road. Obviously, Mini Tuner displaying here on the Windows 7 PC, and a quick run through of what we've got. Firstly, I'll show you the monitoring screens. This is a simple terminal connection to the transmitter, where we can control the functions, etc. And it's just a simple telnet to the transmitter. Actually, it's to an RS-232 port, so I've got a little single port term server, so we could look at I don't know, modulation type, for example, and look at all the options there, for example. The other thing is I've got a Modbus controller which is monitoring the status. So this is to actually turn the transmitter on and off. This is showing the SWR, which is looking a bit high, and for some reason the temperature, what was working perfectly, is the heatsink temperature has now decided to go AWOL. So I've got to just take the lid off and just check the connections to the temperature probe. I think it must be something like that. Or maybe it doesn't like being grounded against the heatsink, so I'll put a bit of tape or something around it, or rubber, bit of heat shrink around it or something like that. I think hopefully that will solve that. So onto the equipment. There's the Mini Tuner there, and so onto the equipment. This is the power amplifier. Obviously, is a blimey, it's getting warm. There's a 10 watt dummy load there. It's getting a bit hot. I think that's probably producing quite a bit more than 10 watts, so it should be about 15. That's the PA. We're dragging the air through the front here and out the top, and that air's frankly cold, so that's working really well. It's going to run off a UPS. That's the exciter down there with the lead, and what else have we got? Around the back, we've got the Ethernet connection from the Modbus controller, and not forgetting, sitting underneath the LNB, there's the Cisco Meraki Teleworker gateway, which is basically the networking hub, and this is the single port term server, which is part of the installation, so I can talk to the RS-232 on the transmitter. I say it's Ethernet for the other cable, which is basically the Modbus controller for the monitoring the status and of the power amplifier and SWR, and the ability to switch the PA. It's a stealth PA, switch the PA on and off. What I'll do quickly, God blimey, burn myself on that. I think what I'll do is I'll turn the PA off quickly. Just that control there. This is going to be integrated into Node-RED, but this is just the generic manufacturer's display. It's a Chinese manufacturer, and you can integrate into WeChat if you want, but I don't think I'm going to do that somehow. I don't want the Chinese government spying on me. That's working. I can say that's working. Let me turn the power off to all this. I think before I do that, I'll just switch the RF driver off as well. We think that's was it 0 for abort, and where are we? 7 transmit, number 1 disabled. Bang, the red light should go off in the front. It has, good. And we'll just turn the power off and show you in the top of the PA what's going on there. Just let the fans spin down. These won't normally be accessible to fingers, but nevertheless. 2 fans, probably only need 1, but I thought in case one fails, then there's a second one. And obviously on my regular inspections of a site, I'll be checking out the status of the fans and things, make sure everything's running. Thank you, Alexa. Right, just take the lid off, show you what we've got here. So we've got the 2 power supplies. We've got the main power supply for the PA, another power supply for the driver section. This is the Modbus controller for the PA, and this is the temperature probe I'm talking about. think I'll pull that out. It looks like something's shorting out, and obviously the Stealth PA down here. So that's about it. That's what we've got, and that's a quick overview of the GB3 JV transmitter.